So let's talk about depression today. And first of all, if you're going through depression of right now, let me tell you, you are not alone. And just give yourself grace. Everything will fall into place. So one of the major things that most people don't understand about depression is that depression doesn't always look like sadness as much as people tend to think, or even tend to associate depression with a lot of sadness or anger. Sometimes somebody might be going through a lot of stress, somebody might be seriously depressed, but they look happy. Okay, depression is a very like especially if you've never been depressed before, don't even wish it on your enemy. Don't even wish that you go through depression. And by the way, people who've actually gone through depression, it's not like, okay, it's not really like their fault, and sometimes it gets to a point whereby it becomes so hard to even overcome it, because now that depends on how mentally strong you are. And people are different. Some people get to heal quickly, and others take a lot of time, and it can be even years. So I remember there's a certain point in my life whereby I went through a series of depression. I was seriously depressed, and for a very long time I assumed I'm not depressed. And I will hear a lot people talking about depression, even from close friends. Somebody will even admit it to me that they're depressed. And I was like, what is this depression? Till the day it dawned on me that I was actually depressed, because I thought it was just normal sadness. But after some times I did a thorough analysis of my life and where I was at that point. Right now I've come to a phase in my life whereby I'm completely healed. I'm no longer, I can't really say, of course I'm facing a little bit of stress, like normal stress here and there, but I can't really say I'm depressed. I'm not really depressed at all. And when you're depressed, and by the way, you might be depressed right now, but you might not even know it. Let me tell you, you can be depressed. Like I mentioned, depression is not really sadness. Depression can be you faking a smile, can be you. And a lot of times, people who are suffering from depression tend to smile a lot, tend to hide it. People know. I think it's sort of like it's like a coping mechanism whereby you just want to, you want to hide it. You don't want people to know. And sometimes I do understand, because when you admit to people that you're depressed, all of a sudden people start judging you. Some think that you need now advice. And one major sign of depression is lack of motivation. Lack of motivation. You will find yourself not having the motivation to do the things that you used to enjoy before, things that you used to do intentionally, things that used to make you happy. And you will wake up every day, it will mess up your routine. Lack of motivation, you're not motivated to do anything. And it even gets to a point whereby some people even end up quitting their jobs because there's no motivation even to show up. Even in this life, you've seen people who even like commit suicide because they are depressed. Yeah, because you are like, what is the point of me living? Why am I living? Nothing is working in my life. Things are falling apart. Every day is just disappointment after disappointment, rejection after rejection. So you come to this point whereby you just lack motivation in almost everything. You are not even that inner drive in you is completely dead. And then another thing is feeling lost. In fact, this is the worst. When you're depressed, especially if you're depressed right now but you don't really know it, you see that feeling that you're lost, like you don't know where you are, like you're existing. People can see you physically, but you're not there. Like you're so lost, you can't think, your mind is lost. And sometimes your body can even be lost. People just don't know that your body can be lost. Like you just don't know where you are. You don't know what you're supposed to do. You don't know where you're supposed to go, especially if you don't have a support system. You can be lost. Okay. And then that you know very well, like you are suffering inside, because depression, like I mentioned, like you can fake a smile, you can show people like you are happy, but inside you are dying. You are dying, like, because you see, you know yourself, you know exactly what you're going through, and that is what is killing you. The thought of you being around people and showing up outside just kills you. Now you have to put put up this facade, like you want to put up this image that you are happy, but inside you are dying. That is what depression looks like. I don't know. I can't find words that can actually describe depression, but feeling lost, mm-hmm, like pretending like you're happy or even smiling, but you're dying inside, and lack of motivation. Like if you've ever experienced this thing, or if you're experiencing these things, you're depressed. And to be honest, I don't know. I'm not a therapist, but one of the major things that depression taught me, and I feel like it really allowed me to overcome it. It taught me patience, patience with myself. It taught me whatever thing that I was going. For me, the major thing that made me depressed was finances. Like at that time, I was struggling a lot to get a job. I was struggling to pay my bills, and boom, all of a sudden, I was deep, 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 deep inside this depression loop. So it taught me patience, patience to be my patient to be yani, like be patient with yourself. As much as things might not be going the way you expect them to be, you might not be experiencing the results that you want to see. Just be patient with yourself. Be patient with where you are, and understand that life is a journey. You're on your own journey, and things will eventually fall into place. And that is if you do the right thing. If you put yourself out there and you stop focusing on what is breaking you and focus on the good things that is happening in your life. And I know this can be so hard, especially telling somebody who is seriously depressed that, don't focus on the negative, just focus on the positive. But you see, you have this one life. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Nobody's gonna overcome that depression on your behalf. It's entirely on you. So you get to a point whereby you even get tired of being depressed, and you're like, you know what, let me just start doing something else. And you take it one step at a time. That is what I did. I was just patient with myself, and I was like, you know what, I just need to live a day at a time, focus on what is working, and forget about what is not working. Another thing that depression taught me that I'm really grateful for, it taught me empathy. I came to realize I was not the only person who was struggling. I came to realize also, like, I actually assumed some of my friends, colleagues, even relatives were having it well. Then I remembered they were not in a position maybe to admit it. As much as I was open about it, they were not in a position to admit it. But it taught me empathy. Empathy in such a way, like, try sometimes to position yourself in other people's shoe, and that is really even helping me right now. And like, just understanding where people are coming from, and you give them grace. Okay, be kind to people, be nice to people, and allow people to heal at their own time. And then the most important thing, responsibility. If you want to overcome depression, be responsible. Don't wait. In fact, this is one of the things that has messed up so many people. Okay, the moment somebody, like, finds out that they're depressed, instead of them now being responsible, they feel like they start blaming other people. They start feeling like somebody needs to come and save them. Life doesn't work like that. So depression can really teach you a lot of things. It also taught me self-awareness, to understand. Like, at that time, I was able to tap into my inner self. I was able to now know who I am. I'm still in that journey whereby there are a lot of things I'm learning about myself, because as time passes by, you also get to grow and learn a lot about yourself. So depression really taught me self-awareness. Self-awareness. Love yourself to the fullest. Nobody will love you more than you love yourself. Nobody will clap for you. Nobody will celebrate you. And you can't really wait for people to validate you all the time. It's entirely on you. So these are some of the things that I really learned from depression. And by the way, like I said, if you're going through it, just know that you are not alone. Okay, and if you have a great support system, go seek help, go talk to somebody, surround yourself with people who actually love you, people who are willing to help you. And if you don't have anyone, just be kind to yourself and pray to God. God is there to help us all. I hope this helps you, and I hope that you get to realize, or even you get to know what exactly is happening to you, because I believe there are people who might be going through depression, or they might be having mild stress, which might end up to be depression. So I hope this video will help you navigate whatever phase that you're in this life. And please, 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 if you've never been depressed, please don't encourage anything in your life that will make you depressed. Especially, don't force yourself don't force yourself to get results. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Just focus on your own journey. Okay, in fact, that is this idea of wanting to be like other people has led so many into depression. And just be grateful for to where you are. So I hope this helps you, and make sure you follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you next time. Bye.